Yes, class 8. We are going to start with the further part of the chapter Selfish Giant. So from the selfish giant, we have come to know that virtue of sharing is the greatest of all virtues. As the giant was not sharing his garden and he was not allowing the children to enter his garden, and because of that, he was suffering a lot. And ultimately, what has happened? Hail, as well as you can say hail, mist, snow. It has entered his garden and there were no blossoms. There were no blossoms as well as no fruits on the trees. He was just looking around that everything was so fresh in winter season, but now what is happening?
Nothing is audible.
Just a moment, please. So
last period.
So now these questions we have discussed on that day, and now we are going to start further. Okay, so for that, let us start. To celebrate the return of the children, trees covered themselves with birds and blossoms. So because as the children were playing there in the garden, and the garden was celebrating the oncoming of the children, so everyone was too happy. The giant was delighted to see his friends back, especially a little boy whom he loved dearly. The little boy soon disappeared, only to return much later. So, just a moment, please. So, let us see. He saw a most wonderful sight. So this is just a crux that what is going to happen in the further story. So let us read the story in order to get these ideas. He saw a most wonderful sight. So giant, what did he see outside? Through a little hole in the wall, the children had crept in, and they were sitting in the branches of the trees. So what he has seen, that children, there was a small hole in the wall of the garden, and children, they have entered through that wall into the garden, and they were playing in the garden. And some of the children, they were also sitting on the branches of the trees. In every tree that he could see, there was a little child. And the trees were so glad to have the children back again that they had covered themselves with blossoms. So, in every tree, what was there? On every tree, a child was sitting. And trees were so happy that the children had come back again and they were playing while sitting on the tree. And now what happened? See, the change in the trees, they have covered themselves with blossoms. They were covered with various kinds of flowers, with different colors of flowers. So this is the change that has been brought when the children, they have entered into the garden and were waving their arms gently above the children's heads. And trees, branches, they were waving their heads over the heads of the children in order to caress them, in order to provide their love, in order to show that how happy we are. The birds were flying about and twittering with delight. Twittering means chirping and moving here and there, fluttering. And with delight means with happiness. The birds were flying around the trees also. They were very happy. And the flowers were looking up through the green grass and laughing. And see how beautiful the scene is, how dramatic it is, that the small flowers, they have come out of the flower beds and ultimately formulated a beautiful, you can say, covering over the grass, and they were also laughing. It was a lovely scene. Only in one corner, it was still winter. It was the farthest corner of the garden. So every corner of the garden, it blossomed. But in one corner, that is the farthest corner, far away corner of the garden, it was still winter. Why? And In it was standing a little boy. So what happened? There was standing a small boy, little boy. He was so small that he could not reach up to the branches of the tree. He was such a small boy that he was not able to climb the branches of the tree. And he was wandering all and round it, crying bitterly. And this boy, he was crying there because as he was unable to climb the tree. The poor tree was still covered with frost and snow, and the north wind was blowing and roaring above it. So the poor tree, it was still covered with frost. Why? Because there was not any kind of happiness. What kind of happiness? The happiness in which the children, they were, you can say they were playing under the trees. So the boy was standing, he was crying. The tree was not feeling happy. So this is the reason that this tree, it was covered with snow still. And the north wind was blowing also and roaring. Climb up, little boy, said the tree, and it bent down its branches as low as it could. But the boy was too tiny. Tiny means small. The tree, it lowered down its branches so the boy could climb those branches and can jump over to the tree. But the boy was so small that he was jumping in order to catch hold of the branch of the tree, and he was not able to catch it. And the giant's heart melted as he looked out. So the giant, who was having good feelings also, his heart melted when he looked out. How selfish I have been, he said. Now I know why the spring would not come here. I will put that poor little boy onto the top of the tree, and then I will knock down the wall, and my garden shall be the children's playground forever and ever. He was really very sorry for what he had done. Now, the giant has come to know. He looked out. He has seen that I had been very selfish. Why? Because I was not allowing those little children to play in my garden. And it is just because of this reason that there was still frost as well as there was hailstorm in my garden. Why the spring did not come, now I come to know. So he thought that I will go and put that little boy go to the top of the tree. And he thought that I will break that wall also in my garden. So that my garden, it shall be the children's playground forever. So he was really very sorry for what he had done. He was repenting now. So he crept downstairs and opened the front door quietly. So what he did, he crept downstairs, he came downstairs and slowly went into the garden. Now, but when the children saw him, they were so frightened that they all ran away. Yes, but when the children, they have seen that big giant, they were feeling so afraid of the giant. And what happened? That they ran away. Why they ran away? Because of the reason that giant was so big. He was so big. So only the little boy did not run. So only that young boy, that small little boy, you can see in the picture how small he is. He did not run because he was not able to run. For his eyes were so full of tears that he did not see the giant coming. His eyes were full of tears. He was crying continuously. So this is the reason why he did not run from that place. So the giant stole up behind him and took him gently in his hands and put him up into the tree. So the giant came back from behind slowly without making any noise, and he took hold of the boy in this manner. And he put that boy over to the, and what he did, he has put that boy over to the tree. So, and the tree broke at once into blossom. So as the boy sat on the tree, that entire tree, it broke into blossom. So, and the birds came and sang on it. And the little boy stretched out his two arms and flung them around the giant's neck. So now what happened? The birds came, they were chirping, they were singing on the branches of the trees. This tree was also filled with blossoms. And now the young boy, that small boy, he put his arms around the giant neck and kissed him. He was happy that this giant, he has brought me up to the tree. And the other children, when they saw that the giant was not wicked any longer, came running back, and with them came the spring. So when the children, they saw that now the giant is a changed man, they thought that now he's no longer, or they no longer be afraid of that man. So then what happened? They came back running into the garden, and ultimately they said, "It is your garden now," the giant said, "little children." And he took a great axe and knocked down the wall. Knocked means broke down the wall. So he said, "Don't worry, my dear children, this is your garden. You can come here anytime and can play here." And ultimately what happened? He took an axe, and with the help of it, he has broken down the wall. Now, and when the people were going to market at 12 o'clock, they found giant playing with the children in the most beautiful garden they had ever seen. So children were passing from the side while they were going to the market, and what they have seen, that the giant is playing with the children. How is this possible? They have never seen him again. All day long they played, and in the evening they came to the giant to bid him goodbye. So throughout the day the children played in the garden, and finally in the evening they have come to say goodbye to giant. "Okay, dear giant, goodbye. We will come tomorrow again." "But where is your little companion?" he said. "The boy I put into the tree." The giant loved him the best because he had kissed him. Giant said, "Okay, you people are going, it's fine. But where is that young boy, that small boy?" The giant, he had loved that young boy very much. Why he loved that young boy? Because the young boy, he had kissed on giant's cheek. "We don't know. He has gone away." Children said, "We don't know he has gone away. You must tell him to be sure and come tomorrow," said the giant. But the children said that they did not know where he lived and had never seen him before, and the giant felt very sad. So now what happened? Giant said to the children, "Okay, you will tell him to come tomorrow again into the garden." Children said, "We will tell, but we don't know him. But we don't know him, who he was and where he lived." Listening to this, the giant felt very sad. "You don't know?" Every afternoon, when school was over, the children came and played with the giant. But the little boy whom the giant loved was never seen again. So every day the children used to come to the garden and they would play there. But that young boy is not coming. He was never seen again. The giant was very kind to all the children, yet he longed for his little friend and often spoke of him. "How I would like to see him," he used to say. Giant was very happy with the other children, but he always wanted to see that little boy because he was one of his good friends, and he was always talking to children, "How can I get to him? How can I meet that boy?" Years went by, and the giant grew very old and feeble. So many years passed. Giant, he has turned out to be old and feeble. Feeble means weak. He became very weak. He could not play about anymore. So he sat in a huge armchair and watched the children at their games and admired his garden. So what happened? He used to sit on the chair and would see the children playing there. And he always admired, means speak good of his garden. "I have many beautiful flowers," he said, "but the children are the most beautiful flowers of all." He is always saying that are many beautiful flowers in my garden, but these children, they are the most beautiful flowers. One winter morning, he looked out of his window as he was dressing. So one winter morning, what happened? He looked out of the window. What he saw, he was dressing, and what did he see? He did not hate the winter now, for he knew that it was merely the spring asleep and that the flowers were resting. So what happened when winter comes to his garden, the giant is not feeling sad because he knew that after this winter, the spring would definitely come because now this is the time for the flowers to take rest. Suddenly, he rubbed his eyes in wonder and looked and looked. It certainly was a marvelous sight. So what happened? He looked outside. There was a wonderful sight. He rubbed his eyes again. That what is this? In the farthest corner of the garden was a tree quite covered with lovely white blossoms. Its branches were golden and the silver fruit hung down from them, and underneath means under it stood the little boy he had loved. So what he has seen, that for the boy that he has waited for many years. Now he has seen that in the far corner of the garden, under the tree was standing that young boy. Now that tree, it has been blossomed into white flowers. The tree is golden in color and it is covered with silver fruit. Amazing sight for him to see. Downstairs ran the garden in great joy. So the giant, in great joy, he has came running down the garden to see. And out into the garden he came. He hastened across the grass and came near the child. And when he came quite close, his face grew red with anger. So the giant, he immediately ran through the grass and he came to the child to the place where he was standing. And when he came quite close, his face grew red with anger and he said, "Who hath dared to wound thee?" For on the palms of the child's hands were the prints of 2 nails, and the prints of 2 nails were on the little feet. See, so, but when he has gone near the child, the giant turned angry. Why? Because on the hands of the little boy, there were 2 nails, and on the feet also there were the sign, there were the, you can say, prints of 2 nails. Somebody has hurt that child. Who had dared? Who had means who had dared to wound you? Said the giant. Tell me. I may take my big sword and slay him. Slay him means kill him. He said, I will take his sword. I will take my sword and kill that man. So, nay, answered the child. But these are the wounds of love. He said, no. These are the wounds of love. Wounds of love? Who art thou? Means who has given you these? Who art thou means who has given these wounds? And a strange awe fell on him, and a very strange feeling came. Awe means feeling came to the giant. And he knelt before the little child. Knelt means he bent down on his knees before the little child. Child smiled on the giant, said, "You let me play once in your garden. Today you shall come with me to my garden, which is paradise." He said, one day you told me to play, you allowed me to play in your garden, and now today you will come along with me to my garden, which is his garden, that is paradise. It means giant is to be dead. He has to go along with the little child. And when the children ran in that afternoon, they found the giant lying dead under the trees, all covered with white blossoms. So what they found, you can see the picture. When the children came in the afternoon, they saw that the giant was under the tree lying, and all his body was covered with white blossoms. This is what a beautiful story by Oscar Wilde, in which he has shown that his good deed is finally acknowledged and the giant was dead. It was really very, very touching, very beautiful chapter. What we have learned. So, coming up to the question answers, the first one is the giant saw a most wonderful sight. What did he see? The giant saw a most wonderful sight. So, what did he see? Let me ask the child who has raised up the hand. Yes, Kritika, you can speak.
The giant saw a lot of children who came from a little hole in the wall and were sitting on the branches of the trees. In every tree, he could see a little child. He was very glad to see the children back again, and all the trees were covered with blossoms and birds.
Yes, so what the giant saw a most wonderful sight when he looked out his garden, that all the trees were covered with blossoms and the children were playing under the trees, and almost on every tree a child was sitting. But he has also noticed that in the farthest corner of the garden there was one tree where the winter still prevails. Okay, where the winter still prevails, right? So this is the wonderful sight that he has seen. Next is, what did he realize on seeing it? So what did he realize on seeing it? Yes, what did he realize? He has realized, the giant realized his mistake. So what did he realize? The giant realized his mistake, that as he was not allowing the children to enter his garden, so there was winter and frost. But now the children had brought spring to his garden. Okay, so what did he realize? He realized his mistake, that as he was not allowing the children to play in his garden, so there was what? There was winter as well as there was, you can say, frost, winter and frost in the garden. But now he has seen that, but now what he has seen that it is only children who has brought spring to his garden. So next is, why was it still winter in one corner of the garden? Why it was still winter in one corner of the garden? Yes, let me ask.
Because there were no children playing there,
Okay, there were no
except the one little boy who was very tired.
Yes, there were no children
There was
playing
one
there.
little boy standing over there and he was not at all happy.
Yes, yes, you can write down. In one corner of the garden, it was still winter because a child was not able to climb the tree there. He was standing under the tree as he was tiny, or as he was a little boy, so he was not able to climb the tree, right? So this is the reason why the boy was crying. Next, describe the first meeting of the little boy and the giant. So what will happen? The giant, when he saw the little boy was standing under the tree and he was crying as he was not able to climb the tree. So the giant went behind. So the giant, first of all, he crept down the stairs, ran through the grass, and ultimately he, from behind, took the boy in his arms and made him sit on one of the branch of the tree. So the young boy, the little boy, he noticed the goodness of the giant and he kissed on the cheek of, or kissed on the face of the giant, showing his love. So this was the first meeting of the giant with the boy. I hope that it is clear. Yes, if yes, put your thumbs up. Right. So next is, describe their second meeting after a long interval. After a long interval, now see what we have read. So after a long interval, when the giant one day saw the little boy who was sitting in the farthest or on one tree in the corner of the garden, the tree was covered with white blossoms and the tree turned golden with silver fruits. So the giant went near the little boy, and when he came near the little boy, he was angered because there were two prints of nails on the hands as well as on the feet. This made the giant anger to ask that who has given him these marks. So the boy said that now the giant has to come along with him to his paradise. So the giant was dead after that. It means the boy was dead and he has come to take the giant along with him. So this is clear? Clear this answer? Please put your thumbs up if yes. Right. So the last question is, the giant lay dead, all covered with white blossoms. What does this sentence indicate about the once selfish giant? So all covered with blossoms means the giant who was once selfish, he was not loved by God. But now when he has changed his bad ways and turned into a helping and good giant, and he was too lovable towards children, this shows that God is admiring him. So it is for this reason the young boy in the form of an angel or God's messenger has come to take him along with him. Okay, so it is just because of this that he has come to take him along with him, and God has sent that little angel. It means that now the giant is also dear to God. Okay, so what it means that the giant is also now dear to that of God. So I hope that this answer is clear. Put your thumbs up if yes. Right. So with that, this chapter is complete. Okay. So you have to write down these question answers in your notebooks, and next we will start further. Okay. Now before that, I will take the attendance.